All right. There we go. Alrighty, let us begin. Spider Girl. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's a deadly red fruit right there. You know, I might have not wanted to pick that up. Patch 1.0. Mmm. 100 SP. Oh, this is probably from. Do I have any good equipment? Costume? No. I could make this game easy, but I don't want to. That would be anti what I want to do right now. Get, we're on hard. Alright. We're just gonna take our time. If I need to, we can use them. Definitely would use them because I really don't. Oh, you can jump. Oh. Oh. What does that do? Absolutely nothing most of the time, doesn't it? But yeah, I guess we won't really be using them for a while. I really dislike that type of stuff. Why were there so many treasures on the road down here? Oh, this is a nice loading screen. Shows a map of the entire world, or so we can see at least right now. Kami-sama. Ooh. Actually, like, pretty nice, like, ominous music. Okay. I guess, in buildings, it's a little slow, but outside, it's not so much. Oh. Scream? Taskete! Taskete, taskete! You can already tell there's some glitchy things in the appearance. Ooh, muscle memory on fighting. That's Ripuka. Hehe. Definitely added her, but wanted to see the character. You can set a max of 3 actions freely. Oh, 3 attacks, whoops. If you do not wish to input each command, press the A button to use your preview. A knockback attack will commence, thus allowing you to send your enemy flying. Use this to put distance between you and your enemy and prevent any chance of your enemy countering. Strategize knockback to maximize damage and unit placement effectiveness. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Buddy. Alright. Okay. That does not look right. That really does not look right. Oh! It uses your health. Okay. Wait. Ripuka's so much weaker than Sheena, but dealt so much more damage? Like, it looks like she's more of a get up close to you. What? Is it a growth? Fuck. Are you alright? A little bruised is all. pretty decent combat system. Allows you to have a lot of flexibility, as well as chaining a lot of different things together. The music stopped. Why? Oh, okay. I really feel that. Kiss of madness. Not even what I ate yesterday. Exactly. don't think so. Ooh, this is getting spicy. Bartos. Buttons. Marchers. Huh? Nani? Nope. Nope, not at all. That was warm. Oh, Nani? What happened? Oh, more dialogue. Okay. Made it. So this is the new palace, huh? It's humongous from the outside. Hartis, a sprawling kingdom with one of the biggest armies in the world. This place certainly lives up to its sizable reputation. I can't forget, though, that the king is infamous for being a power-hungry conqueror. I should keep on my toes while I'm here. I wonder if I'd ever visited the palace before I lost my memories. What if this isn't my first time here? Oh well. What's important for now is that I gain an audience with the king. How odd. For a palace this huge, I thought I'd see a lot more people by now. One soldier, even. This silence is disarming. Maybe if I scream, someone will notice me? Hello! Hello. I'm here to enlist as a guard. I'm here to enlist as a guard. Not a peep. Guess this place really is empty. Well, maybe not. The front gate was open. The king's probably sitting in the throne room. I should try searching more thoroughly. The music stopped. You killed my wife! Off with your head! Uh-huh. Where did that voice come from? Oh, what's this? Hidden throughout each dungeon. Oh, so this is a dungeon. Venture in and out of rooms within each dungeon to make markers reappear. Any items found, but keeping them may come in handy later. Whoa, whoa. Just to make sure I can't open this door. Ring fragment. So, okay. Instead of having invisible walls, they straight up just say no. Okay. I approve, honestly. So they're telling me to go up. Sad. Are all the doors locked? Nope, one's open with nothing inside. What an asshole move. Okay. Gotta go to the other side now. Let's go. Though these glitches are really playing on me. Ring fragment. What happens if I get all the ring fragments? So that's 3 ring fragments and the bug tentacle. Okay, so it really is a throne room I'm supposed to go, isn't it? Okay. You know, Sheena as a guard doesn't seem that bad. Why isn't he talking? Who said hey? Yeah, definitely. Really lush. Oh? Did you find something? It sounded like a gun, not a glare. Are you... Oh my god. Oh, oh. the heck? So when they did say hey. Huh? Hmm. So what happened with the queen? Oh. No. Oh. So we haven't seen him either. Wait, where did she get hurt? I thought she was hurt. Eyes, adventurer. Oh, now there's a third guard. You should have fought them in the throne room. Behind you is only glitched. What the hell? Huh? Damn, this is really creeping me out. I love it. That's not weird at all. Where'd you go? Kami-sama! What? Is the world upside down? No. We're all doomed this place. There is little for anyone to do other than watch the gradual and tragic demise of our world. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Or a good feeling. Oh, error occurred. Please reboot World's Odyssey server. What? What is going on? That's no god. Silly kid. Huh? What? No. How is that no idea? I mean, she's just running in a circle. Almost. Nani? What is it? Who is behind this? Same. Same. Nobody does. Nobody does. Field bugs avoid stepping on glowing bugs scattered over the battlefield. Can become corrupt. Each party member accrues corruption. The party will be unable to battle. Enemy attacks can also boost corruption. Some enemies are strengthened by corruption. If you perform a knockback against an enemy and it collides into field bugs, the field bugs will be safely eliminated. You may verify each field bug's attributes by using search. Corruption may accrue differently for each of your party. Ooh. 9% corruption, 10% HP. What's this? 10% HP damage, but... Oh, so if any one of them is good, it's this one. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. It's Meti. Recover a small amount of your own HP. Slash enemies with magic. Oh, I really went overboard, didn't I? Oh, okay. So that's 2. What is that formation they're doing? Oh, wait, can I... Tag team out. Oh. That's actually a lot of gold. Or... Oh, so the more bug fix you do in a match, the more currency you have. Debug. Oh, shit. Boy. Sheena! What the hell's going on? She's freaking out. Gotta do something, or Sheena will. Oh. Bye! What? What? Holy shit. Baki! Ah! Out of surprise, I touched him, and the guard blasted off. Okay, you're ready to go. What kind of magic is this? It's a cheat. I'm no go. I'm a programmer. Power surging through inside me. Pretend there was a word like that in there. Duh. Hey, are you alright? I missed your name. Who are you? Oh, right. Well, we can sort out our names later. Let me get you up to speed on your situation. You and I made this world together. We are the creators. Creators? Yep. Everything you see here stems from your vision. Then, our team and myself expanded on all of it. That's how World's Odyssey came to be. World's Odyssey? Bagoo! Keisha! What does it do? Oh. Oh. God. Oh. You know when they go bo 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 bo. That's when shit gets too far. It hurts, I can't get away. What? Oh, bug mode. Bug mode. RGB. If a party member's corruption reaches 80%, you can transform into glitch mode. Attack and defense stats are significantly boosted in this state. At the end of each turn, corruption reduces by 10%. If corruption dips below 80%, glitch mode will end. While in glitch mode, press the Y button to assign to the third slot. Ooh, nice jiggles. Me like the jiggles. Wild. Oh. Okay. Well, that was just the majority of everything. What did I... Ow. What's the matter? I feel powerless all of a sudden. I think it has something to do with it. I didn't know fighting like that was possible. Great job, Shino. You handled that monster like it was nothing. I feel horrible for letting that happen to him, huh? The mutated executioner. Don't mind him. There was nothing either of us could do. It wasn't a conscious decision on your part. That bug is a parasite, and it's using your body as a host to carry out its own will. True, but if anything, it was an act of mercy before his fate took a potential turn for the worse. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. A bug that devours other bugs, huh? Just like a real animal. Baku! What am I to do from now on? I just don't know what's going on anymore. Let's just focus on getting you out of here. You aren't out of the lion's den yet. Okay. Can't even inspect the door to get out. Okay. Once I reach a safe point, I'll call it an end. If I made it out this far, I'm safe, right? No, hello? Say something. Why are you saying? I don't hear your voice. Just who am I? I feel ready to crumble. You don't know who you are? Huh? You're the bug from earlier, aren't you? Can you speak? I hate feeling left in the dark. I want to know everything. I mean, it's me. Why wouldn't I? But I don't know. I'm completely lost. I have no idea what to do with myself. This guy comes out of nowhere, totally shake apart everything I thought I knew. I mean, those memories of leaving home are so real. I can practically taste them on my tongue. But I didn't sense any hint of deceit in his voice, so I want to believe him. It's all too much for me right now. I need to ask you, what happened a year ago? Where are you right now? Where was I? How am I supposed to know? I'm here. Answer me. You scared? Yes. I'm terrified. What if I'm not who I think I am? What did he mean by my programming? My memories nothing but lies? Am I really alive? Do I even exist in this world? Of course you exist, Shina Ninomiya. Alright. Seems like you heard me clearly this time. Sorry if I kept you waiting. I managed to whitelist our names in the game's text blank. Can you hear me down there? I'm Arata. Arata Mizunashi. Oh. Ninomiya? That's my name? Yes, that's your real name. Mizunashi. I can't believe I finally found you. I wish you knew how worried sick we've all been. You're safe in there, right? I was so scared. I missed you so much. Yeah, me too. Mizunashi? Where am I? did I wake? When did I sleep? When did I start working? When did I stop? And when did I eat last? I don't ever take the time to ask myself any of these questions. Each day bleeds into the next, and no one bats an eyelash. But it's all okay. I'll just keep on going. I can probably guess why. I can guess why he's obsessed with that bread. This is where I work, Enigma Games. A small game development company where we work on software on behalf of game publishers. Much of what we do is kept under wraps by non-disclosure agreements. My coworker here, who shows little care for NDAs, is Sumika Tokiwa. She works on a project separate from my team, but she is undoubtedly one of Enigma's top programmers. World's Odyssey, sometimes abbreviated as WOD for short. Enigma staked the company's fate into developing a VR MMO program, which is short for a virtual reality massive multiplayer online game. Much of its larger development infrastructure was put into place by the well-known corporation AGL Incorporated. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. A few years ago, a game engine that they released made headlines. It was an immersive, cloud-based system known as the Atlas engine. I could understand the name Atlas. It's really one of those names that makes you just trip out on drugs. Shina Ninomiya, A fresh-faced director full of imagination and enthusiasm helmed the project. With her and the Alice engine confirmed, I hopped on the project as the game's the programmer. We set out to make something never made before, a fully realized fantasy world. However, in the middle of development, the Alice engine began producing a series of bugs that were proving impossible to fix. To make matters worse, Shina Ninomiya, our fearless director, had suddenly vanished. We had no choice but to halt development for WOD. We made it to the alpha stage of the build, but the assets were immediately frozen, and AGL froze their funding too. We heard it all. We knew that it couldn't be done. It was too much of a burden for some young girl to do by herself. I couldn't help but seethe with anger, hearing everyone shift the blame onto her and whisper behind her back. Tokiwa puffed her cheeks playfully as she pointed her fingers towards my face. Out of the blue. Then from out of the blue, something was thrown onto my desk. This feisty woman is Lydia Nolan. She is Enigma's chief character designer. Her Japanese is so good that it's almost hard to believe that she's a foreigner. She is a master of the art of conversation, to the point that I can't keep up with how quickly she goes through internet catchphrases. She's a ball of passion who pours her soul into her work and her hobbies. It certainly shows. Today was tougher than usual. At least I've got this melon pawn. A message? Let's see. Spam. Spam. More spam. Yep. More spam here. Huh? This is... Wait. Does this sender line say World's Odyssey MGMT? Management? The subject just says you've got an unread message. I should have turned the preview field on. Can't see what it reads inside, but it looks like there's an attachment there. What the hell? It might be a virus, so I shouldn't open it. But pretending to have worked on World's Odyssey just to send an email to someone who actually worked on the game is so stupid. Wait a second. That's when I put my mouse cursor over the sender line. The email address being displayed was Sheena@WOD.com. Dun dun dun! This is from Sheena? Seriously? It was the test email for Shina Ninomiya, the girl that had been presumed missing for over a year. I didn't care that it could have been a spam email or some kind of prank. Without a second thought, I clicked it open. Why am I getting an email from her address? Huh? Just as I saw, there was an attachment. I couldn't figure out with its extension what it was, but it was obvious that the file had been compressed. I tried my best to extract the compressed files with a few basic expansion tools, but for whatever reason, I couldn't open them. Even if I click on it, it won't open. Is it a strange .zip file or something? I've never seen an email like this before. Try as I might, I couldn't open the attachment. My brain was being pulled from all directions. First the sender line, now this attachment. My frustration made my cheeks beat red, but there was nothing that I could do to open it. What proxy server could this have come from? All of the servers should be down. I was at a loss. My next course of action was to access the World's Odyssey servers, knowing full well they were probably deactivated. What? You've got to be kidding me. After we unplugged the server, the cache should have been emptied and deleted. How the hell is this happening? World's Odyssey? Hey, what's going on? The screen's becoming erratic. It's buggy as hell. This is bad. It was nowhere near this messy when I last touched it. How would any bugs be able to penetrate a firewall if the device is shut down entirely? What if I open up the control panel? Whoa, this is no good. These lines of code are totally jumbled. An entire year had passed since the incident. The disappearance of Shina Ninomiya. Of course, we had reported her disappearance to the authorities immediately, but never had I been satisfied with how they chose to close the case. We were close teammates who had worked within arm's length for 2 years. We'd struck a fine friendship, and I'm sure that she'd agree. Sheena was wise beyond her years, but there were moments where her mind would drift off. The company had asked me to take Sheena under my wing so that not only would she be cultivating an understanding of our company, but she would also become an experienced professional, one that our company had planned on grooming to the highest echelon. When stresses from the job got the better of her, I'd notice her slip over to the bathroom where I knew she'd cry by herself in the stall. However, it was always done discreetly, never getting in the way from her giving 100%. Her unbridled enthusiasm always surpassed our team's expectations, but that made her truly special was the sincerity of her work. I know because I spent nearly every day with her. Sheena would never, ever walk away from her job without any explanation. This game was her life, her legacy. It's hard to imagine anyone walking away from it without any care or remorse. There has to be something fishy behind her sudden disappearance. Nothing else makes sense. The police didn't share my conclusion and were more invested in the belief that she willingly ran off instead of something more nefarious. Sumika mentioned, I've been feeling hollow ever since. All I wanted was an answer, something to make sense of the tragedy. I even thought that I could hire a private investigator, but both of her parents had passed away, and she had no other surviving relatives. For anyone else, that would have been enough reason to leave it be, but neither Sumika nor myself were willing to do so. Even as the two of us set about cleaning out her vacated office, we will find Sheena. Wait a minute. It says there's one active player moving the server. That's impossible. Maybe if I check the player log, I can see a screen name or something. Huh? Account name, Sheena. Status, active. Last online, 3 minutes ago. Sheena, are you in there? Must have collapsed from fatigue after trying to escape the palace. Sorry, Mizunashi. I fell asleep, huh? Mizunashi? He's being unresponsive again. Does that mean he logged out and hasn't returned yet? I'm in. Yes, it has to be. These are the plains of World's Odyssey. Right now, I'm sitting in front of Hardest Palace. Yo. Ah, you scared me, are you? I'm Mr. Enigma. Your voice, might you be Mizunashi? Yeah, it's me. Don't you recognize my skin? It's our company's mascot, Mr. Enigma. Of course I do. He's so cute. Why are you using another character's skin? Well, I figured that chatting with you might be difficult if it was just my voice, so I hoped having a visual component would help. Besides, this character gives me access to parts of the code that I can't normally touch. Admins use the skin to crack down on troublemakers. In order to help you, I'll need to be able to identify errors in the code directly. This way, I can make changes in real time. Kinda perfect, don't you think? Tech savvy as always, Mizunashi. I think it's a terrific idea. There's one catch, though. Because I'm an admin character, I'm not allowed to participate in the battle. What? Don't stare back at me like that. I can't help it. I'm impressed by the level of graphical design in Mr. Enigma. Thanks. Nice of you to mention it. Alright, let's try and make sense of what we know at this very moment. Your name is Shina Nomiya. You are currently playing a game which you helped create. You remember that much, right? Yes. So, about your body in the real world. What's the matter? You're blushing. Don't put it like that. It sounds so perverted. I'm more than just a body, Mizunashi. What? A body is a body. How else should I describe it? Oh. If you don't like me referring to you as a body, then how about true form? No, body is fine. Alright then. Going back to the subject at hand. Judging by your response, it seems like you don't know where you are. Why is that? I wish you could tell me. It's disorienting for sure. This world feels more akin to reality than any other at the moment. If I look to my right or to my left, I see the textures of World Odyssey's environment. I can feel the wind grazing my palm. Well, it's VR. Wherever you are, the real you should be wearing the right rabbit on your head. White rabbit? They're goggles that are optimized for games, which have what we refer to as Alice Engine. The primary selling point is that it induces a dreamlike state for its wearer. Reality becomes this indistinguishable from VR. Alright, we'll just finish this up quickly, and then I'm gonna go. Trouble sorting her long-term memories with experiences she has made in the game. Sheena, do you have any inkling as to when you first started playing World Odyssey? Nope. Every time I shut my eyes and try to recall my past, everything goes blank. The one thing I do remember is coding World's Odyssey with you and the rest of the team. If I focus too much on it, I feel nothing except for dark, frigid loneliness. For a long time, I couldn't find anyone to talk with. My prevailing sentiment was that I felt scared to death. I see. Sheena, listen to me. In the real world, you've been missing for over an entire year. Missing? What? Is that true? Yeah. We immediately filed a missing persons report with the authorities. Tokiwa and I had initially figured that you were involved in some kind of incident, so we've taken it upon ourselves to search for you. I should have asked you this straight away, but was the choice to go missing of your own volition? I have no clue. It's tough for me to imagine how I got here in the first place, much less who's responsible for it. I see. We were worried sick. Hadn't considered all of the possibilities to a dizzying extent. If her resounding sentiment was, in fact, fear, perhaps she experienced some form of intense trauma that scarred her memories, making them inaccessible for the time being. I can't help but wonder what kind of an incident might have left her in this state. You see, even with what I've retained of the real world, somehow it doesn't feel as tangible as anything I've sensed in this world. Sure, I remember sitting next to you with my cup of coffee, working on lines of code, but I remember the sights and smells of walking on a meadow in World's Odyssey just as vividly. It might have something to do with the Alice engine's artificial intelligence control kicking in. What? I have a suspicion that the game has identified you as an anomaly and is trying to erase you. Or it's trying to assume control of your character. Please don't tell me that. Just kidding. It's impossible for the AI to assume control of human consciousness as easily as I suggest. Why do you keep on hugging me? Because you're so adorable. Adorable? Come on. Huh? No, no, it wasn't like that. I was talking about Mr. Enigma, not you, Mizunashi. Don't worry, Mizunashi. I don't find you cute. I wasn't fishing for compliments, but for her to do a 180 so adamantly is disconcerting on its own. In any case, let's focus on logging you out of here so that you can wake up in the real world. Something unnerving is afoot, though. That enormous hole in the sky has unleashed a chain reaction of bugs all over this game. I see. So the hole in the sky was a bug? Where'd it go? Where did what go? I've been trying to access the master UI panel to initiate a manual user logout, but the menu is nowhere to be found. You must be mistaken. There's no way that's possible. Wait, you're right. I can't perform the function on my end either. You think the bugs have something to do with it? We can't rule out the possibility, but our predicament could be more dire than we had originally anticipated. Meaning? In the same way that our names were somehow blacklisted from the in-game chat function, I see other signs of third-party tampering in our code. Are you telling me that we've been hacked? Well, that's my guess. Even so, whoever it is, this person is in the know enough to identify the main programmer and the director of one of our unannounced titles. Blacklisting two of the key developers for this game before its release is a little suspicious, don't you think? My hair's standing just thinking about it. I mean, given that the World's Odyssey servers are running when the project was halted over a year ago is a major red flag. So long as the source code is vulnerable in someone else's hands, we need to log you out as soon as possible to bring you back. But, how the hell am I supposed to escape this world? I have no idea where I am, how I got here, or how to log out. Wait a minute. What about that failsafe function? Remember the ending engage? What? You're right. I totally forgot about that. The beautiful thing about World's Odyssey is that, despite being an MMORPG, there's a definitive end to it all. I wanted the players to return to reality in sheer awe of what they saw, an experience unlike anything they'd ever seen before, right? Our wish was for our designs and stories to inspire gamers in the same way that we were inspired, breathless and ecstatic. Yes! I can't help but feel frustrated that, for now, this is our only option to get you out of here. But for the time being, it'll have to do. So, let's head to the penultimate world to destroy the final boss and catalyze the ending engage. Got it! Alright, I'm starting to feel like myself again. If I can clear this game and log out, then I'll wake up in the real world in no time. Could finally see Sumika and Lydia again. And you too, Mizunashi. Right. I'll be right beside you until the very end. So don't you worry about a thing. Our next destination? The mystical sky capital, Odyssia, right? You know the way there, right? Of course, I helped create it after all. Antidote enemy. What? Really. I really do be like that. I looked at the palace. Bad memories came flooding back to me, and I ran back outside. Huh? Fuck. Do the bugs have something to do with this? Wait a sec. She has a buggy just like I do. Ah, I get it. It's beloved by all. Ooh. Devil may care. Devil may cry. Okay, sorry, wrong game. Is there finally a save point? I'm ending this episode there. When I can. Entrance is sealed. There might be another entrance around the back, right this way. They don't call you the princess for nothing. Let's head to the throne room. Hurry. Okay. Huh? Say, aren't you Sheena? What a coincidence to run into you here. Oh, Rook. What are you doing here? Man, if I had known you were heading this way, then we could have traveled here together. Don't be so shy next time. Alas, it was not in the cards. Huh? When we had our first encounter, I was actually en route to another kingdom. Between you and me, there are plenty of rooks throughout this world. Wait, what? Plenty of rooks? What do you mean by that? You see, originally, there was just me. Ever since this thing latched onto me, however, the most outlandish thing has been happening. You're right! You've got signs of the curse on your arm too, Rook. When I became possessed by this, whatever it is, I've somehow been multiplied. Multiplied? There are multiple versions of me scattered across this world. Remarkably bizarre, if I do say so myself. Luckily, I retain control of each and every version of me, a singular consciousness at the helm of multiple bodies. Frankly, I see it as a blessing from the Lord. What better way to expand my business than with multiple merchants that I can trust? Does having multiple versions of yourself ever get to you, though? I would be lying if I said that it doesn't. But compared to how others have been affected by the curse, I have no room to complain. Oh, seems like Lily is really confused. Mizunashi had mentioned before that multiple versions of Rook were appearing as a result of the bugs. The bug is producing multiple copies of him. Precisely. Ah! Where did this bear come from? The lines of code enabling Rook to fast travel between locations has been corrupted. Instead of teleporting him, the game simply makes a copy. Oh. Mr. Enigma, you can't just appear out of the blue and scare us like that. Look how you've startled Lily. Who cares? I have no time to worry about every time someone else gets upset. Jeez. As a new customer, come to browse my wares. Oh, I'm Enigma, the bear. Don't worry, I'm not a threat. Right? Sheena? Oh, right. He's a friend of mine. She has a talking bear as a friend? Like, what the fuck? Is she crazy? Nah. Apologies if I scared you. Please don't mind me. Continue on with your conversation. He's so cute. Sheena, might I make a suggestion? A suggestion? Yes, as compensation for you having saved one version of me from a pack of vicious monsters. I would like to offer you my services. Would you do me the honor? Wow, of course. On your map, I've marked a symbol showing where each of my clone selves are. Where each of my clone selves are. No, it would be are, right? No, you know what? They are safe zones where martyrs rarely appear. You are free to make camp at these locations at your leisure. Whew. I will also give you a signal so that you can summon me at any time. I shall stock my wares frequently to cover any of your needs on and off the battlefield, so be sure to check back with me often. Got it. Thanks a bunch, Rook. No need to thank me. I should be thanking you for the increased business. Rook? Yes, my lady? Oh, please. Just Lily is fine. I am in no position to answer by my royal title. But, please. Very well, Lily. How might I be of service to you? Do you do you happen to sell anything that I could use as a weapon? A weapon, you ask? Please don't tell me you are thinking about entering the fray. These are dangerous times, my lady. My heart has already decided. Even if it means putting myself in harm's way, I must show bravery. I do not plan on sitting idly by while Miss Sheena risks her life for me. Lily. Then how about this? It's an elegant weapon, one that would keep you at a safe distance while offering a means to protect yourself. My, what a gorgeous bow. I can't believe how light it feels in my hands. Many thanks. I would be honored to use this. How much for it? Oh, please. I couldn't bear to accept money from the princess herself. Take it, I insist. No! I must pay back my dues to honest merchants like yourself. As a member of the royal family, I cannot rest on the graces and deeds of good people. In fact, I refuse to do so. What's that? I see. Your reputation precedes you, my lady. You are wise beyond your years. Then, if I may, accept my gift at a lower rate than what my customers usually receive. Consider it a gesture of faith to the crown. Oh my, is this what my subjects refer to as a discount? Indeed, a token of goodwill for you and your journey, my lady. How wonderful. I cannot thank you enough. Hopefully this will do. Oh, sorry. Have I acted out of turn? I thought this might be an acceptable response for your generosity. I apologize. The rituals and customs amongst townfolk are somewhat foreign to me. Oh, not at all. I am merely humbled that you would show such kindness to a lowly merchant like me. Now, everyone, please travel safely. Hopefully, our next meeting is sooner rather than later. I shall await your signal. What a gift it is to be a dozen places at once. Miss Sheena, I hope that I hadn't stepped on your toes when I expressed my interest in fighting alongside you. However, as the Princess of Hardest, it is my right by birth to act in the best interests of my people. Thank you, Lily. But if we're backed into a corner or surrounded by monsters, then try not to act too rashly, okay? Okay, understood. Are you sure I can fight with you, though? I thought for sure that you'd refuse me. I'd never do that. The more, the merrier. Oh, and please call me Sheena. First names will do just fine for the both of us. Okay then, Sheena. Lily. You're making me blush. Pretty cute, by the way. Cute blush. Now, our friendship is official. Friendship? Mind if I chime in now? I hope I'm not interrupting your lovey-dovey display. Lovey-dovey? Psst. Be a bit more careful, okay, Sheena? Huh? Mr. Enigma? Don't give yourself away. I can hear you inside my head. I'm using a private voice channel so that the others can't hear me talking to you. You can speak using this chat too. Just picture my Enigma character in your head, then communicate with me directly. Give it a shot. Like this? Can you hear me, Mizunashi? Loud and clear. Whoa, pretty convenient. Anyway, as I'm sure you've seen by now, Lily's got a little entoma bug just like you do. Yes, actually, hers was bouncing on my knee just now. It seems fully sentient. On a side note, those spider legs attached to your thigh are a bug too, right? Oh, you mean these dangly things? Yes, I realized right away that the dangly legs were a sign that something was off in the game. Sheena, would you mind not saying dangly too much? Hmm? Is something the matter? For my sake, please. Okay. Anyway, we can leave the legs alone for now. It doesn't seem like any of the others can see the bug fluttering right in front of them. Considering how much it moves, you'd think that Lily would have said something by now. Has she brought it up to you before? Maybe she's just unsure of what it is. It has a mind of its own, after all. I bet she's just afraid of talking about it. Maybe not. Doesn't she look amused by it? Maybe. Who wouldn't laugh? It's so cute. We can't say for certain, though, can we? No one else is looking at it. We shouldn't beat around the bush. Let's ask her directly. Right. Still, it's strange that no one else is reacting. Hey, Lily, can you see this little bug? Don't tell me that you can see it too. Yes, actually, I've been able to see it this whole time. I can see it too. Sheena has one that's similar, albeit purple instead of yellow. What a relief. I no longer have to pretend like it doesn't exist. Oh, sorry. It seems that mine has taken to you, Sheena. Hey, come back. This bug, as you call it, had suddenly appeared on my body. First as a weird bump, but over time, it developed a mind of its own. I assume that it is a physical manifestation of the entoma itself. Oh, could you tell me a bit more about how it began acting on its own accord? It was then that I had been falsely accused and imprisoned for assassinating the queen. My guards were my only line to the outside world. I was informed that scores of innocent people were mysteriously dying as a result of the entoma scourge, and many others disappeared. Oh, I recognize that term. The merchant from earlier mentioned the same thing to me too. He said something about people disappearing like smoke. Yes. Personally, I believe those missing were abducted with some kind of dark, evil magic. From what I was told, there are a handful of survivors from the event, but they live in constant fear of the entoma and the martyrs. No matter how badly I had wanted to understand the plight of those who were affected, there was little that I could actually do. Eventually, the kiss of the entoma took the form of a painful bruise. I had believed that I, too, would soon succumb to this deadly curse. Just as I accepted my fate, this one popped out. Beaky, kiki, Bagoo! When I first met you, Sheena, you can imagine the surprise on my face when I noticed that you were carrying around an entoma too, just like me. I wouldn't call it carrying around so much, as it tends to follow me wherever I go. Beaky, Bagoo! Huh? Are they playing with one another? Well, by the looks of things, it seems like they're sniffing each other out. Maybe they recognize each other as friends. The way one circles around the other looks like they're having fun. How precious. Don't get too attached. At the end of the day, they're still connected to the entoma. It is important to note the common thread in how the two of these bugs appeared, which seems to be periods of extreme stress. I find it likely that there might be others who also have entoma bugs that behave just as these two do. Lily, do you happen to know anyone else who possesses anything like these two? I don't. Ever since my escape, I've been doing my best to keep a low profile, so I haven't had much contact with anyone besides you two. Now that you mention it, Lily, you said that you were locked up in a heavily guarded prison, right? How were you able to escape? Well, the chaos sown by the entoma scourge diverted the attention of the kingdom's authorities to other, more pressing matters. So, after enough time had passed, one of the prison guards let me escape out of pity. Once I'd gotten out, I took to wandering through a nearby town and saw others who bore the mark of Entema on them. Unfortunately, however, they were unable to control the Entema and were subsequently devoured without a chance to get away. Sheena's Entema tried to eat her when it first activated too, which means it has the ability to eat people whole whether or not it breaks off from its host. It's like a carnivorous virus. Lily, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm sorry if I'm reminding you of what must have been a difficult, painful memory. It's fine. These are desperate times. Each of us needs all of the help we can get. Sharing our stories means being able to join in on the fight. I consider myself quite fortunate to have met the two of you. Pikiki. Bagoo. Bugoo. I know. We'll call them buggies. What? Mr. Bear. Let's call these things buggies from now on. Entoma isn't cute at all. Bugoo. It's kind of like a baby. Right? Right? Are you okay with that, Mr. Bear? I don't care. But are they worth giving a nickname to? I understand that they're dangerous beings, but if we have to coexist with them anyways, you might as well find them cute. Do as you please. As long as you know they're dangerous, I'm good. Anyways, your naming sense hasn't changed one bit. Thank you. That wasn't a compliment. Pikiki. Mizunashi, remember Lily's original design? I remember her hair being far more primped and blonde, a style befitting a queen. Oh yeah, huh? Well, I don't remember the details for every single NPC we've made. Lily's current design is cute, but the fact that she's changed so much throws me off. Do you think this has something to do with the bugs? Probably. Maybe the assets for her character model got shifted or something. I should ask Lydia, our character designer. So, Lily's an escaped convict and has joined our party. A far cry from her original plotline, huh? Well, obviously. Irregularities throughout all of the world's odyssey, like you and the Entema, are to be expected by now. Given that the bugs have changed everything from new monsters to producing clones of Rook, strange NPC behavior seems almost tame. Irregularities? Would you mind not referring to me as some line of code? What I meant was, you wanted to mention how peculiar it is that Rook and Lily are exhibiting changes that are aligned with their original programming, right? Although they are NPCs, you must remember that the Alice engine is powering the core of their decision-making process. This AI is like magic. Somehow they are able to make split-second decisions, thinking and reacting in a way indistinguishable from humans. To some degree, they're as human as you or me. Yeah. Judging from how they describe their thought patterns, this AI is scarily complex. I must admit, the implications frighten me. What's going on here? We should have been able to reach the throne room through this hallway. The pathway seems to have been sealed off. Let's find another way. When your buggy is present, there is a 50% chance to trigger a support skill in battle. Additionally, when the amount of field bugs falls below 50%, you can press the left stick button to summon Arata Mizunashi. What was that? Oh, yay. While exploring, press the A button to perform an attack. Use this skill to ambush enemies in battle. If the symbol attack is successful, your party will double in speed and gain status immunity, making it easier for your team to strike first. Failing a symbol attack, however, will leave you at a disadvantage. Elf Tonic. Hell yeah. Palace Brick. By activating a warp stone, you can teleport to other warp stones within the same area. They only activate if you investigate them, so be sure you... Okay, so I investigated it now, normally. In order to get rid of the distortion in World's Odyssey, you need Arata Mizunashi's help. If you get stuck in a dungeon, try investigating the real world. Access the menu with Y and press RT to call Mizunashi. Alright, we're saving this, and yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.